Wait, pause. What is Justice Case? It does look like a Gundam.
I told you I was so distracted for like the first 40 seconds.
What is it?
When you said this to me, I was like, "What?" It looks like a Gundam head, doesn't it? It's like a
Yeah. It's like here's the face.
It's like a rhombus. It's gigantic.
And it's got like the What the heck?
It's got like 7 fans in it. I think that's the liquid reservoir. That's like the RGB thing in the middle.
Man, everybody's got all these gamers out here. All these gamers got these nice ass rooms, all their gamer stuff in the background. I just got fucking.
Hey, you could too. Just become a gamer.
You're right. That was my first mistake. All right, back to the clip.
I've not played the new map in the live server.
Black and
banned every time it has been available to me.
Sound foamed.
As a solo queue player, I feel like your odds of playing the new map right now are pretty low. And I think that it's pathetic. I'm just gonna say it. Listen, it's a video game. Everybody is welcome to play this video game however they want. Okay. But for the Siege community to yell at the devs for lack of new content and no new maps for 3 years, and then to ban it and not even give it a chance, it's just pathetic to me. And
it's not just that. It's to ban it and then take it personal and then just get into it with complete strangers whenever it doesn't go your way. Like, if somebody says, hey, we got this map, and then you expect them to just ban Emerald, and then they don't ban Emerald, and then you want to get on all chat and just have throw a fucking hissy fit. The fact that that's normal, the fact that that's the more often than not. Now, this is anecdotal from my experience. I don't know what you guys have run into, but every time we've played on Emerald Plains, I've been bitched at by the other team. So it's not just,
we do just have really bad luck too.
That is true. We also have terrible luck. That has something to do with it.
Like we talked last week about, or the last episode, I think it was about, the how, crosswalking in this site with an F2 is, maybe more viable now, and it is debatable, whatever, there were different sides of that argument. Utility playing a smaller role, just talking about how people are planting less. I think this whole thing has been such a revelation to me. And to me, what it comes down to is that the Siege player base right now is lazier than it's ever been that I can remember. And I say that in the sense that the Siege player base right now, the people playing Siege, want to get on and rank up in the easiest way possible. And they want to do that by getting on and shooting the other team in the face. They don't want to have to do setups. They don't want to have to breach walls. They don't want to have to plant. They want to
God.
They want to pick Twitch. They want to shoot the other team in the face, and they want to rank up. That is it.
Oh my God. Banger, dude. Banger. Bars. That's fucking bars. Dude, it's so accurate. I don't know if well, we got some EU people watching. I don't know if it's common in EU ranked as much, but in NA ranked, from my experience, like people don't play vertical. Like, we have to go out of our way to get people to play verti. Even with people that I play with. Like, it's not an indictment of anybody. It's just the culture. Like the culture rewards people for having good gun skill, but the problem is that the game has so many other avenues in terms of just the geometry of a Siege map is just so fucking different compared to any other FPS shooter that's ever been made. There's too many things. There's cameras. There's destruction. There's it's just, I could just stop at that. I could just say cameras and destruction, like drones, and the fact the map's destructible. And you can reinforce stuff. I think just those 3 mechanics alone completely change the way that you approach it, But people don't look at it that way because it has one-shot headshot. So they just want to, whatever takes less effort.
I don't know what you mean. I only bring sledge for grenades.
Yeah. Like, remember that Remember that Donkey video where he was talking about Overwatch 2 and he was just like, why do people in Diamond not push the payload? Because it's boring. That's Siege. Like, there's so many things about the game that are more complex, but people don't want to do them.
That's facts.
Just how it is.
Overwatch, though, is that, like, there is a case to be made of, like, taking space, right? That isn't a mechanic in Siege, right? Like, obviously, like, to take space and take map control, but in Overwatch, like, you never want to stop or go backwards. You always want to be, like, pushing forwards and making sure the enemy has the least amount of space to play in.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, they don't want to, like, yeah, you want to play on the payload, but you want to play in front of the payload, if that makes sense. Whereas, like, Siege, yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm going to go play Oryx in the corner of the map over here, or I'm going to go sit in a corner with Vigil, or I'm going to go alt walking with Alibi. It's like, yeah, you're not really contributing to the round at all doing that. Especially if you're not, like, taking fights or creating pressure, right?
Facts.
Like,
I always tell people, like, whenever I try to introduce people to this game, I say, like, because I know people that are, like, usually pretty good mechanically at FPS games. Like, I have a buddy who played, like, ESEA and CSGO for a long time, got the highest ranks, like, every fucking time, right? Kind of deal. Like, he's a really good CSGO player. And I tried to get him into Siege, and he was just like, dude, I get slammed. I don't even know what's going on. Like, I'm in gold, and I'm just getting fucked up, like, every round. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, yeah, it's not as gun skill based. Like, there's a lot of other things involved, and that's where to piggyback off of Flank's comments, that's where the laziness comes in, because the game is so it's deceiving in a way. It feels like it's super gun skill based because the time to kill is short, because the guns they don't have much recoil compared to other FPS games because of one-shot headshot. But really, why people get frustrated and don't want to play other maps is because they can't anticipate where the gunfighting is going to take place without gathering information before making a play. That's the big one, right? Yeah. Like, when you do a typical Oregon take, what are all the corners that you clear? Okay, you check closet, you check the laundry machine, you check behind the freezer locker, you check pillar. Like, there's a methodology to it in terms of the way that you clear a map and the kinds of power positions that you, like, kind of, like, gun skill in FPS games is all about anticipation, right? That's what separates people. And as soon as they get out of their comfort zone, then they have to actually start playing the game again. They have to drone. They have to take into consideration variables that they're not used to before. And it pisses them off. You look very big compared to a month ago. Are you taking SARMs or steroids?
Yep.
Hey, that's a compliment,
Pound
though.
in the way.
No. But thank you. I've finished it up here.
They don't care about learning. They don't care about trying new things. They don't care about stratting. They don't care about any of that. And it's so sad to me.
Sorry.
It like, I think about.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say?
Nothing.
You've been watching a lot of Riley Reid, but I personally think she's overrated.
What's up?
What?
Huh?
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna continue.
Year 2 of Siege, when we would get new content, and it was all about, okay, let me see if I can figure out, like, the best mirror placements on this site. Let me see if I can figure out the new lines of sight. Let me see if I can tear this map apart and really break it down. Let me see if I can be the first person to come up with a really cool strat for this site. What are the best sites? All of that. And now it's just like, ban it, because I want to rank up, and I want to rank up in the easiest way possible. And that's it.
Shoot people in the face.
God, that is the most beautiful rant I've ever heard.
I could have listened to that.
Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I really, I agree with him 100%. 100%. It's not even about the thing that frustrates me the most is that the people who get the most ass mad about it, like, they think they're fucking cool and they think that they're competitive gamers and they're, like, super badasses because they don't, want to go outside their comfort zone, and they're just like, oh, well, I'm just really good at Oregon, bro. Like, sorry, we don't want to play on a shit map. It's like, dude, you're not a competitive person. That's really that is
I don't
very unsportsmanlike, very counter.
At that
It's
point,
just
I
it's
think,
not.
like, if your thought process is that that's a bad map or I don't know that map, then why wouldn't you ban that map? Like I think your point and his point are kind of two separate things. Where it's like, yeah, like we're kind of on the guy from the other day where he's like, why'd you ban Oregon? Now we have to play the new map. Like, okay, well, why are you a dumbass? But like, his point is like people are just choosing to ban the map, right? Like,
Yeah,
and so I think like if your point of view as the player is like, I don't know the map, so I'm gonna ban the map, that's a problem. Especially when you queue ranked. And it's like, well, you should give time for people to learn it. And it's
that's
like,
an excuse.
well, you do have time, and it is available in every other game mode, but you chose to queue the ranked game mode, which is the take the game serious game mode, whether or not you think it's that, but that is what it is, right? And so then you get people who are like, oh well, I play ranked for fun because unranked is toxic or shit or casual is too
But it
easy.
gets
It's like,
but that argument is that argument's flawed too because it gets banned in unranked too.
Yeah.
And so at that point, it's not even about oh well, you know, in ranked I'm trying to rank up, don't fuck up my elo because it gets banned. The same people ban it in unranked.
Yeah. But it's not like 2 months from now when they actually may have like an understanding of it, because they don't play any other game mode besides ranked. Maybe a deathmatch when they start.
Yeah.
That's it. Well,
I saw somebody get mad because the map was in TDM. And I was like, that sounds like the perfect way to learn it. I mean, what are you talking about? Like you get familiar with the map geometry more quickly that way.
You can't pre-fire the respawns, man. That's it's fucking him up, man. He doesn't know the spawn.
Oh, how terrible! I'm sorry that you have to like practice your innate gun skill and like, yeah, that sounds terrible, dude. Wow.
Can't pre-fire the spawns, man. He's messing up his TDM elo right there.
That's crazy though. People will play for TDM elo. I've seen it. People do it, man. It's crazy. Once you get to a certain because it does have elo, it's just hidden.
I've got a 2.5.
But once you get to a certain elo, people will literally start playing for TDM elo. And then it's like, oh well, I paid for the game. I'm allowed to play it however I want. It's like, yeah, well, I'm allowed to.
So is everybody.
So is everybody else. I'm allowed to think that's fucking weird and cringe. But you do you, bro.
So is everybody else. Congratulations, welcome to the world.
Thank you, Omni, for the sub.
Rules for thee, not for me.
Yeah, I would think if you really enjoy the game from a competitive point of view, you would love to try different things in a different competitive environment. Like you'd like to learn the game and see it expanded upon in different and unique and interesting ways. But I guess that's unreasonable.
What?
Anyway, want to play?